Hi there YouTube, Miss Livery here. We've got the Cessna 152 out today, and we'll be flying her out of Murray Bridge here in South Australia over to Adelaide, Parafield, and then on to a place called Clare Valley. About an hour each leg. And as we saw before in the ATC situation, we have Adelaide approach. Thank you for Joshua for showing up to Adelaide approach and giving us some ATC. We will be taking off out of Murray Bridge, heading down to Strathalbyn. From Strathalbyn we track the VFR lane to Port Noarlunga. We'll track then coastal to the Marina Lighthouse and then track inbound by the Hope Valley VFR route, which basically rings Adelaide's suburbs all the way up to Hope Valley Reservoir, the lake there, and then straight into Parafield. We'll make a landing stop. We do need to take on some fuel there because the aircraft's only got enough fuel to fly for about 2.5 hours. It's a 2-hour flight up there. We need the reserve 45 minutes. So we'll probably take up about 50 litres of fuel. So we depart with 57 litres and then take off out of there, heading up the coastline past the Buckland Park weather radar, past Dublin, then make sure that we are on the landward side, which is the eastern side of that highway, up to Wakefield, Port Wakefield, and from Port Wakefield we'll head on further up to this lake here. And from that lake we track over to Clare Valley. All up should take us about 2.5 hours, and we should be talking to Adelaide approach by about 8 o'clock, I reckon. Maybe 8:30. Between 8 and 8:30. And we should have you on the ground at about 9:30 PM. Melbourne time, not Adelaide time. Anywho, it's time to get moving. Let's jump in. Flaps are down. Those are okay. 2 persons on board today. Yeah, the texture, very ouch. Especially this thing here. They've painted on the N number. Anyhow, we'll spend most of the time inside. Let's jump in. So, according to the weather here, we have Murray Bridge METAR, wind 300 at 5, wind 130, no clouds below 10,000, QNH 1013. Should be about there. I'm happy with that. Runway 30 should put us on runway. Should it be 27 or 01? I think it's 01. I think 27 is on this simulator. We have asphalt runway, no markings on runway 01. It's a longer runway, better condition. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so coming down here, just make sure that our fuel is on. It is. Park and brake is engaged. Trim is in the takeoff position. Carburetor heat is off. Still need to figure out some button to get it into the carburetor heat. I'm thinking maybe the gear would be interesting to put it on. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, looking around the aircraft, I see nobody around our front. Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the propeller. Mr. Rich. Hi there, Aaron. We're up to both. We're going to pop in the beacon and the navs. Does not PM. Okay, so looking at the Excel pilot, we're going to take off and heading 225. Let's check what the heading is showing up here. We have north, it's just over 1 there. So a little bit off, but not too far. So that space. It's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah, about there. Alrighty, let's pop in taxi lights. Aaron's got his VAX. Oh, this Thursday. Very good indeed. You must have been on the ball with that that website. I have friends. I have one that's already done, and one that tried to get into the website, and then they gave up because they couldn't get in. And then they tried a couple of days later, and it's like, yeah, you can get a vaccination in November. So they're going in November. Yeah, I've got a couple people that I know that are already done. So good to hear that you're on Thursday. So the meta has been checked. We're going to runway 01. Let's double check that. No, it's 300, 360. It's only 60 degrees off. Yeah, let's do it. Aviator into for tomorrow. Nice. I need a CTAF 127.5. Set. Let's start moving. Murray Bridge traffic. Echo Alpha Victor is a Cessna 152. Will be taxiing out to the runway of 01 and holding short via the main taxiway. Hello, A. We call you A or Alpha? I have a feeling that's the runway. Yes, it is. Go. Gotta love a Cessna 150. It's got nothing on it. There's no autopilot at all. You don't even have a little thing to point at where the position is on the compass. It's extremely basic. Let's do a run up. So flaps are coming up. Mixture is rich. I want 1800. Left magneto. Nice drop, steady. And back to both, over to the right. Happy with that. Back to both. Grab the carb heat. Little drop. Back in. Checking our vacuum showing in the green. Happy with that. Let's see what the idle looks like. And happy with that, up to 100,000, sorry. Murray Bridge traffic, Echo Alpha Victor, Cessna 172 entering to backtrack, runway 01. Strobes on, and the landing lights on. That feeling when you just want to bring your rudder pedals a little closer to your feet. There we go. Hello Paul, hope you're well. Yeah, I didn't do any flying today. I slept in till like 11 AM. I had a bit of a slow day, just, you know, did some laundry, did some shopping. It's a lazy Sunday, wasn't bad at all. It is. I like them. They're a bit small, but you know, you get there. Murray Bridge traffic, Echo Alpha Victor, Cessna 150 departing at runway 01, left-hand downwind departure. Time is 30. Speed active. $60 knots, up we go. Keep it climbing up to about 2,500. And heading 225. Yeah, overshot it. Back out. Over that, let's bring that RPM back down to about 24. Time is 30. Yep, that's the end of the runway there. Call it 31. 5 minutes will be 36. Should cross the highway at 36. And 46. Bridge traffic, Echo Alpha Victor is departing the zone to the southwest, passing 2000, climbing 2500. Okay, we're on the climb up. We'll listen to ATIS 134.5. Nothing on that yet.
Adelaide Terminal Information Charlie. Expect instrument approach. Runway 05. Wind, 340 degrees, 7 knots. OK. Temperature 13. QNH 1014. On first contact with Adelaide ground or approach, notify receipt of information Charlie. Time check, 0934.
Still looking for the railway. The railway and the highway kind of come to a head right about where we are meant to be tracking over. So I'm thinking this might be the highway. That might be our spot actually. It's only 2 minutes away.
Adelaide Terminal Information Charlie. Expect instrument approach. Runway 05. Wind, 340 degrees, 7 knots. OK. Temperature 13. QNH 1014. On first contact with Adelaide ground or approach, notify receipt of information Charlie.
So 14 set. And 124.2. Time is 35. That's our road. Time 36, right on the money. So I should be heading 230 right now. Yep. Yep, happy with that. Meh. Cool. Sit about there. heading 226. Should we get into what's this place called again? SYN? Strathalbyn at time 46, and then we'll make a big adjustment to the heading of 271. So far, so good. Don't need a GPS.
Alpha Delta India, Adelaide approach.
Adelaide approach, Alpha Delta India.
From Port Adelaide, you'll be outside of my controlled airspace 1,500 feet and below. The standard arrival into Parafield is outer harbour 1,500 feet or below. Following the arrivals into there, you have monitoring down to the ground. Currently there's one on the ground at Parafield. Looks like he's just signed on, and I'll monitor you until you call clear.
Hey firm, I'm actually quite familiar with the arrival into Parafield, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just to double confirm, need to stay below 1,500 feet, and do I have any course of contact with you after I've left your control?
Alpha India, thanks. From Port Adelaide, you're clear of controlled airspace. You can contact me this frequency on the ground at Parafield.
Fantastic. Thank you for your help. I really, really appreciate it. Alpha Delta India.
Just a quick question. You don't work at FTA. You're not at FTA, are you? The name's very familiar.
No, I'm not at FTA. I used to study at Bruce Hartwig, and I've got about 80 hours, 80 flight hours, and I've just been studying my CPL up until now. So I actually intended to go to FTA soon, but no, I haven't. What about yourself?
Fun.
I'm a former FTA instructor, and one of my friends, his girlfriend, was an instructor at Bruce Hartwig.
Oh, right. Well, I never had any female instructors at Hartwig. But who was she, if you don't mind me asking?
Her name was Regan.
Okay. Yep. No, I'm not sure. I knew of a guy at FTA called Derek Alvarez, actually.
Yeah, he's flying King Airs now.
That's it, for corporate charter, that's right.
That's the bloke.
Okay,
Oh, well,
so
we're
he's
good to run someone who's been around the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. How'd you
Sounds
get
like
into
it's quite
ATC
active
working
down
with
there.
him?
I got bored over the last lockdown.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I've just tried to find a way to fall back in love with aviation. I've had a bit of a hard time since finishing up with Hartwig, so...
If you need any help with FTA things, give me a message on Discord, see if I know anyone there still.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'd really appreciate that. So you're no longer at FTA at the moment?
No, so I left about a year and a half ago, but I'm still well connected with a whole bunch of friends over there.
Oh, sure, okay. So you're working at the moment, or no?
I was working, flying PC-12s.
Well, hopefully it all starts back up for you soon, mate. But what was your name, mate? I'll hit you up on Discord when I get a chance.
No worries, mate. Just in the Vatpack, Josh Clark.
Thanks, Josh. Pleasure to meet you, mate. My name's Cessna Mayolo.
Excellent. Cheers, mate. I'll talk to you on the ground.
Appreciate your help. Alpha Delta India.
Randomly eavesdropping on a on a conversation. Great. The people you meet on Vatsim.
Melbourne Center, good evening, velocity 688, flight level 0.
So I'll have to start making thoughts about what aircraft we're going to fly after, say, Ceduna, because obviously a Cessna 150 flying out to...
Wendy 9 Alpha, arrival runway 34, when ready, descent,
in the
flight level
Australian
1.
outback desert. It's probably not going to be the fastest thing in the world, and we do have some pretty extremely long legs out there. Say Ayers Rock to somewhere in Western Australia, for example. Yeah, certainly by the time we get to Junior, we probably want to be thinking about something a bit quicker than a 150. Even a 172 is pretty slow for that stuff. So, I don't know which aircraft we could fly for that kind of thing. Maybe, if you have any ideas, let us know. I was looking at what's the aircraft type? The Britten Norman Islander, and how kind of aesthetically similar they are to a Part Navia. That was kind of like, it's like a Part Navia with extra doors and slightly longer wings. I think we have found our Strathalbyn. Reporting point is to the south of Strathalbyn, so we'll just fly around the town and then head on to our new heading. It's wonderful when we show up at places we're expecting. That much of an issue. 17 minutes to port no longer. I don't know why my sim looks like it's P3D, because it certainly isn't. Maybe because it's all flat out here, east of Adelaide. Adelaide's one of these weird cities where the coast is to the west. And it's like my west and east sense gets flipped around. Okay, I'll call that our location. We actually ended up here 1 minute early, so it was 45 and 17 will be 10:55 and 7 after that. 7. Two. So it'll be 2. Our heading should be 271. Trying to turn around for that now. So I just need to go ever so slightly that way. Which means our DG's drifted off ever so slightly as well.
Adelaide approach, F-Go
Go ahead, Adelaide approach.
Adelaide approach, F-Go safely landed, runway 03 left. We're just taking back to the, I'll say, FGA parking now.
Hopefully, thanks. Your flight following is terminated. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you for your help, sir. It's very much appreciated. I've found that I'm extremely rusty and I need to brush up on a few things, but really appreciate your help. Just a quick question. How often do you come on over YPPH?
Sorry, say again, the last part?
How often do you come over the with ATC at YPPH? Because I'd like to do a little bit more around in Adelaide just to sort of get a bit familiar before I start flying again.
Come to Milk
I
on
like to
Monday.
come over when I've got some spare time, so maybe once every 2 or 3 days.
Sure, no problems. I'll keep a lookout. Appreciate your help, Josh. Thanks very much.
Alright, let's talk later.
So 17 time 2. Just need to do some math in my head. So it's 45. 15 will be 0. 16, 17. Yeah, it's 2 minutes past the hour. Cool. So Port Noarlunga, we should be at 2,500 or below. So I'm just going to drop, maybe 100 feet off that, so we don't encroach on airspace. And when we hit Port Noarlunga, we have to come down to 1,500 or below. So, how is everybody, and what are you guys doing in the week? This is the last few days of August. Melbourne's 6th lockdown was originally going to expire on the 2nd of September, but in a conference today they've extended that, and instead of finishing on the 2nd of September, it will now finish on a date that they haven't told us and will be determined at some future date. Which means that we're now in lockdown forever. It will never end. That's the official that's the official stance of the government. Lockdown number 6 forever. So I think we need to make a request from Air Traffic Control at Port Noarlunga. That we're approaching, what's the place called again? The one up there. Merino Lighthouse for the Happy Valley VFR route. They'll probably give us a transponder code, all of that fun. That's true, it is better than the alternative. The alternative is whatever's happening in some of those other countries. Or maybe in New South Wales, where they had like 1,008, was it 1,218 cases today. And I'm sure tomorrow's going to be worse. The projections are like 1,400 by the end of the month. No, it's 4,000 by the end of the month. Who knows? It's just numbers at this point. People gonna die. Get your vaccines. I've been vaxxed. Even Aviator's getting vaxxed, and his immune system is all kinds of whacked out. So. Good to see you can get the Pfizer. So if you don't have your booking to get your vax, get it as soon as possible, because they've let teenagers out to get it now, and they booked the website up. If you go into the website now to book at one of the big vaccination centres, you'll probably get a spot sometime in, what, late November, early December? So yeah, don't wait around and see. Get out there and do. I can see the coastline. So which point on the coastline are we aiming at? That little bump there. I reckon it's this. So we want to come over the ridge at 2,500-ish, and then once we're past the ridge we'll drop down to 1,005. Up in the Adelaide Hills. It's Mount Barker up there somewhere. Keep getting little updrafts. I can just feel the aircraft wanting to push up. There's constantly slight adjustments on the trim, nose down. I'm sure that'll reverse as soon as we get over this hill. So it's coming up as ADAPP, Adelaide Approach, which would be what you'd call them if you're on a jet. Obviously in the real world we'd probably be contacting a slightly different frequency and probably calling them Adelaide. Is it Adelaide Centre? I'm not sure. I know in Sydney they call their 124.45 Sydney Centre. Used to be Sydney Radar. Back in when I used to fly. Yeah, we're past the hills. There's the foothills right there. So we're gonna scoot on down to 1,500 because we need to be at 1,500 by the time we hit the Merino Lighthouse.
Adelaide Approach, good evening. Cessna Romeo November X-ray.
Romeo November X-ray, very good evening. Adelaide Approach.
Adelaide Approach, good evening. Romeo November X-ray. Target Parafield time 54, runway 03. Requesting transition through the airspace. Currently 1,700 on climb, 7,500 direct tail and bend.
Romeo November X-ray, squawk 0403.
0403, Romeo November X-ray.
Yep, that's no longer for sure. Straight at it. Much better tracking than last week when we were all over the shot. We came out on the wrong heading and it was pretty much all
identified.
from
What's your request level?
Request climb 7,500.
Romeo November X-ray, thanks. You are cleared from Hope Valley Reservoir, direct to tail and bend 7,500 feet below.
Clear direct tail and bend 7,500 feet, Romeo November X-ray.
What was the ATIS again? 345.
Zero 957.
Adelaide Terminal Information Charlie. Expect instrument approach. Runway 05. Wind, 340 degrees, 7 knots. Cab OK. Temperature 13. QNH 1014. On first contact with Adelaide ground or approach, notify receipt of information Charlie.
Okay, it's information Charlie, wind 340 at 7, we'll be landing on the 03s, probably 03 left, I'm thinking? No, right. Yeah, 03 right. Adelaide approach, Cessna 150 Echo Alpha Victor is 1,500 over Port no longer. We're tracking Merino Lighthouse and requesting VFR lane of entry via Hope Valley VFR routes to Parafield. He didn't hear us. We didn't broadcast that at all. My push to talk wasn't running. Is now. Damn. Adelaide approach, Echo Alpha Victor, Cessna 150 at 1,500 over Port no longer. We're tracking to Merino Lighthouse at 1,500 for the VFR route Hope Valley.
Confirming that call sign was Echo Alpha Juliet.
Echo Alpha Victor.
Echo Alpha Victor, thanks, Squawk 1605.
Squawk code 1605, Echo Alpha Victor.
Your flight plan's showing Echo Alpha Juliet at the moment.
Ah, great. Music.
I'll change that for you if you'd like.
I'll pop in and out, music. Echo Alpha Juliet, am I? Great. And Adelaide will be back at Echo Victor. That's our position. We don't have
Echo Victor, thanks. New Squawk 0465, sorry.
0645, Echo Victor.
0465.
04. Say again, Alpha Victor.
0465.
46. Gonna be 0465, Echo Victor.
Thanks that you are identified on the Squawk and position report. You're clear the Hope Valley Reservoir route 1,500 feet below to Parafield.
Clear the Hope Valley Reservoir VFR route 1,500 below. Echo Victor.
Coastal 500 northbound is also available if you'd like that.
I'd rather the valley for the moment.
No worries.
Okay, that's Merino, and we're essentially just needing to fly around the kind of bottom of the valley. 1,005.
502, very good evening. Information Charlie is confirmed. You're cleared to Port Perry via Hollett, flight plan route. Adelaide for departure.
That's quite visible.
Correction,
that's very visible.
4536.
I've flown this in, like, I think FSX. We didn't fly it on the last lap that we did, but ages ago I flew a VFR in Adelaide, and that was in, I'm sure it was FSX. It was not very clear.
I'll just clarify that. You're cleared to Port Perry via Holland flight plan route, runway 05 Adelaide For departure, climb by the SIP 5000, squawk 4536.
Script Bunker, Adelaide for departure.
Gonna speed back up.
5426.
572, correct. Report ready for taxi.
University. Straight up there, so that was Mitsubishi car plant, sorry. Should be able to see Victoria Park. I can see the Hope Valley Reservoir. That's easy enough. So from Hope Valley,
572 taxi for Romeo Foxtrot 5 holding runway 05.
305. Cool. Straight up at the eastern side of the reservoir there. Then we'll pop in for the right hand circuit, runway 03 right. 108.7 is the CTAF. Hope Valley Reservoir, much like Prospect Reservoir in Sydney, fulfills the same function.
All stations, Adelaide information, Delta, minor changes, the wind's moving more northerly at 6 knots, QNH remains 1014, information Delta.
Echo Alpha Victor reporting at Hope Valley Reservoir.
Echo Alpha Victor. Echo Alpha Victor, no reported traffic outside controlled airspace, contact unit on 122.8.
No reported traffic, Echo Alpha Victor.
Echo Victor, apologies, on my radar scope it still shows you down near the lighthouse. Just confirm you're at Hope Valley Reservoir.
No, I got the wrong lake, sorry.
Echo Victor, roger, you just running off feed in tanks. Flight 572, report ready. Flight 572 is sign heading 340, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 340, clear for takeoff, 05,
Forgot how slow these Cessna 150s were. Yeah, we're not even making 100 knots.
Flight 572, say altitude passing.
Base 2000, flight 5000, flight 56.
Flight 572, thanks to your identified climb flight level 160, track direct to Holland. Romeo November X-ray, Adelaide approach.
Romeo November X-ray.
Romeo November X-ray, you're shortly vacate my controlled airspace. No IFL VFR track reserved at your level for your track. I'm on Unicom 122.8. Good night.
Thanks, switching to Unicom 122.8, go.
Random tanks. That should be pretty visible. Lovely Adelaide hills here. Big road up the hill. Haven't spent much time in Adelaide. Went there once, but it was only as a destination to get out of. Flew there to drive to Broken Hill. If the engine quit, there's plenty of roads down there. Certainly to the left and not to the right. A couple of parks down there as well, particularly that one right there. Problem with all those roads is they're all quite small. They've all got traffic on them. Worse than that, probably got you know, high tension wires all over them as well. So yeah, aim for the green bits, not the trees, the flats, all the soccer fields and the football fields. There's a cricket pitch over there. Yep, past Mitsubishi.
Echo Alpha Victor, confirm approach in Hope Valley Reservoir.
Echo Victor, have the reservoir in sight.
Echo Alpha Victor, thanks. You'll be underneath my controlled airspace, so you can go to 122.8. No traffic observed at or around Parafield.
Go for the traffic and frequency change approved. Echo Victor. I have flown some Rabin many a time, both in the sim and the real. Not as pilot in command though. Parafield traffic, Echo Alpha Victor is the Cessna 150, 1300 overhead the Hope Valley Reservoir. We'll be tracking in for a right-hand circuit, runway 03 right, and estimated time of circuit, time 20. Traffic, Parafield. So that there with all the hangars. That's it there. We could almost go directly into a base, couldn't we? 03 left. Let's do that. Too far to the north. Parafield traffic, Echo Alpha Victor is crossing the runways to join. Right, downwind, runway 03, right. Turned around on the field a bit. Messed that entry out. Get back to 1005. Parafield traffic, Echo Alpha Victor, climbing back to 1500. We'll rejoin the circuit runway 03 right. And direct onto base. Didn't see the runway until I was pretty much on it. I was like, oh, that's the runway that I'm going for. Yeah. Traffic Parafield, Echo Alpha Victor is turning mid downwind, runway 03. Get it this time. Yeah, just a little bit too close last time. Brakes are released, undercarriage is fixed, mixture is full. Seats and enhancers are secure, all lights are in. Carb heat. Little bit of flap, little bit of trim. Parafield traffic, aircraft Victor, final runway 03 right. Flaps coming up. Onto the dirt. On to Parafield, where they don't even bother paving their taxiways. Come to a stop here on the paved bit. Yeah, I'm going to taxi all the way up there. No need to cross any runways. That's right, Platinum. Stefan Drury does indeed fly there. Welcome to Parafield. Actually pretty good scenery here. This is of course the Auscene scenery, so we paid money for this. Might have to come out here more often. Okay, where's the best place to park? Is that the... Here it is. It is. Let's go up. Visitor parking. Brakes are set, 1000 RPM. I've not been to Aldinga. Cool. So welcome to visitor parking. We do need to pick up some extra fuel. We'll call the fuel truck in. What's going on here? Oh, it was already set from the last time that refueled. That's bizarre. We'll go with that. Shift F for the fuel truck. That's fun. Yeah, and these like Class D metro airports, you call in for a fuel truck and they'll bring the fuel truck to you. Then the guy in the truck refuels for you, and then off you go. Not like these funky little country airports where you pull up to the fuel bowser and stick it in yourself. But anyhow, we'll have a look at our next flight plan. Number 2. Which takes us all the way up to a little place called Clare Valley. So, we're up here in next to the tower. We're taxiing out, let's go 3 left. So via Bravo, all the way up Bravo to Bravo 1. We'll depart on Bravo 1, no need to backtrack. Get airborne, make ourselves a nice left-hand turn. Left-hand turn puts us out of Parafield, tracking to the south of the, what's that, Bolivar. There's a little flashing light there. I reckon if we just aim at the bay where the salt lakes are, the salt pans I should say, pick that up, head past St Kilda, Buckland Park weather radar to Dublin, then just stay on the eastern side of the Wakefield Road. Hi there Suresh, I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but my video has a title. The very first 4 letters of that title are the name MSFS. They stand for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. That's what we're playing. Flying the St Kilda departure. Thank you, Ethan. People from Adelaide, helping out someone who's only been there once in their entire lives before and never at Parafield. I just came in as an airliner on Virgin Australia. So yeah, I've never been to Adelaide before. It's one of those things that I should probably address. And actually go to the city instead of, you know, the way I've been living on the east coast without visiting your Adelaideans. Yeah, once we get out of these darn infernal border closures of the year 2020 and 2021, I might have to, I don't know, visit a football game or something. I don't know, start living life and getting out there. Maybe I should ask if any of our Vatsim friends would be interested in having me on board their Cessna as they fly around the place. I'd be up for it, sure. That said, it's time to get going. Park and brake is set. Let's run the checklist. Before starting the engine, fuel shutoff valve is open. Brake set and test. Hi there, Nat Dave. Start an engine. Mixture rich. Carburetor heat cold. Prime not required. Throttle open 1/2 inch. Gonna take that off for a bit. Master switch is on. And then we start the engine. Beacon is on. Strobes are off. Nav lights on. Let's go. Brakes. Cool. 1000 RPM. I'm just going to switch on 1200. Should be 3000, shouldn't it? Here in Class D space. Parafield traffic. Echo Alpha Victor's Cessna 150 will be taxiing from the visitor parking to runway 03 left via Bravo. Don't need to talk to approach at the moment, do we? believe helicopters park over there somewhere. Sarah Juliet, we're on Sarah now. Is that Bravo? I think it might be. Yep, and that'll be a run-up bay there. I'm assuming there's another run-up bay further out, although that assumption might be flawed. This has to be this space here, doesn't it? There's run-up bay at Bravo 3. This Juliet. Ah, that's Juliet. Dang, went the wrong way. Well, at least there's a run-up bay to do a U-turn in. As I said, barely come to Parafield. That's probably something I should start doing a little bit more often. Give the Adelaideans a bit more love instead of sticking to Sydney's and Melbourne's all day. I'm about to enter a hold short point. That's that one. Wouldn't be surprised if that's Juliet Bravo. 2 false starts, we'll get there. Should have looked at where I was going before I jumped in on the stream, eh? Is this the place we want? Surely that has to be Bravo now. What's that say? That says Foxtrot. Foxtrots. Does that mean the last one is the correct one? Next one will be the helipad, if I'm correct. So this one being Foxtrot means we want to be in the one behind us. The one before was correct. Thank you, Eden. Round we go. The one saving grace is that the Cessna 150 can do a turn on a dime like that. So what's this hold short point doing here? Oh, that's the 26 right, hold short point. That's not confusing at all. That's our runway. I know where that goes. Who knows? Who cares? Guess that's hotel. Wish the taxiway signs were a bit closer to the taxiway and a bit bigger. Easier to see. That would be nice. Do we need to contact Adelaide radar at all or not? I don't think we do. As long as we stay below 1,500, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be. Cool. We'll monitor him once we're airborne, but no need to talk to him before that. Parafield traffic, Echo Alpha Victor, Cessna 150 is departing runway 03 left, left-hand crosswind departure. Lights coming on. One final checklist. Brakes, all that fun stuff. Lights, lights, lights. We didn't do a one of these. Mix is rich. Do a quick one, but because we did a proper one at the previous airfield. Happy. Lights are on. Broadcast already been made. Off we go. One flaw in the Cessna 150 is that there's no internal light. Anyway. Not a flaw of the add-on, a flaw of the actual aircraft. Okay, time is 43. We want to be on a heading of 255. Out to St Kilda. So apologies to all of the Adelaideans for not knowing anything about Parafield. Anyway, we're out of air. I'm sure I'll be back. I purchased some scenery for Adelaide. With any luck, Vatpack will do a bunch of Adelaide stuff at some point. We can take the new flight sim down here. Might do some helicopter ops around here one day. That'd be fun. As far as I'm aware, these are all salt collecting ponds where they collect sea salt. And as far as I'm aware, that's 1,500 and we need to be below that. Clare outside the metro, we can go down to 1200. Cool. St Kilda. 6 minutes after takeoff. Time once we get there should be about 47, which is in about 2 minutes from now. Maybe 51. That's St Kilda, isn't it? Yeah, St Kilda is the jetty, for sure. Okay, mixture coming back. About there. And Port Adelaide over there. I was told that Port Adelaide ranks as the #1 most efficient port in Australia. Surprise to me. I think Brisbane was #2. Not sure where Melbourne fit in, but it was fairly way down the list. Flying into the sunny haze. Navigation should be okay for a little while. It's pretty much coastal. .312, 318. Hard to see that in the haze. Say about 305, something like that. Yep. So at 310 now. Flight should be just around 1 hour long. We'll call it 1 hour. So about 9:45 we should get in. That's the last major city for quite a bit. Next one's Perth. Or maybe Alice Springs if you wanted to find it that way. Yeah, it's all CTAF until Alice Springs. You'll have to put some effort into navigating around Adelaide a bit more. Because clearly I didn't know what I was doing there. Misidentified Happy Valley as Hope Valley. Great. Then we, yeah, just got lost on the taxiways. So I reckon if we do a little bit of work around Adelaide, we might know our way around a bit more. Then we have the other big city way out into the west. I think I might have to do that with my, not my annual leave, my long service leave. Take a month off, just visiting random places in Australia. Maybe do some real flying here and there. I think we're too far offshore, aren't we? We need to be almost over the lake. In fact, we should be on that heading. .318. Is that the heading? No, that's not the heading. Oh, it is. 318. Clearly way off, so let's get 318. Just about there. Double check on the compass. Yep, I'm happy with that. Dublin is the next. At Dublin we should be on the road. So that's 59, so it's basically on the hour. Cool. When can we climb? Probably not quite. We could do it now. 2,500? Why not? Yeah, let's go over it. All of our ATC has gone away. Just in time for us not to be in their airspace anymore. Might be able to hear 1240, but I doubt it. The Air Force takes up so much of that airspace. It's just ridiculous. I'm sounding like Dick Smith. The Air Force takes up too much airspace. Yes, it is night right now, but I don't want to fly VFR in a Cessna 150 at night. It's just not a thing that I'm interested in doing. Sorry. The good thing about Flight Sim is to make the time change, you just need to drag this up and down. And that's what we did. Yeah, VFR night flying is not fun, especially outside of you know, the cities. We don't have any nav aids, there's no GPS on this aircraft. Just horrible. You don't get to see anything. You can't exactly say you've seen all of Australia if you only saw it at night. It's like what you really saw was just dark blackness. Heading up towards there, I can see a rather large feature. Thinking it's that. Is it Rivermouth? Buckland Park radar. Oh, that's behind us, I reckon. Anyway, we're starting to encroach a little bit onto the inland. So Middle Beach and Rivermouth. I think that's Rivermouth over there. Anyway, we're on the hour, so we should be starting to see the road. And I suspect that's it, diagonally cutting through. Wakefield Road. That should be it there. Should put us somewhere at Dublin. There's Dublin there. Yes. Hello Dublin. How you doing? So we're in Dublin. And now we're going to just make sure that we stay onto the east side of the road. And we should be okay. So Dublin at the hour, according to my flight plan. That's Dublin there. And at Dublin we need to be below 4,500. So I can keep on climbing. I like showing up at the places that I expect to show up at, roughly on time. There's the minute. So a little bit to the west of course, but you know, only that far. Once we're on the eastern side of the road, we'll just follow it up. I just downloaded the paint, so if you go into my thing, there's a repaint for this 757 Juliet Charlie, and it modifies the panel as well. Including having that nice kind of colour there. It's not quite what I wanted, but you know, it's getting there, getting there. What would be hilarious is if they had a functioning mirror right there. That's the Cessna 150 Echo Alpha Victor has a mirror there, so you can look behind you at the you know, circuit. Yeah, it's not a bad red paint. I do like the colour. It's quite similar to the real Echo Alpha Victor's colour. The scheme's not correct, but you know, the colour is. Anyway, we're at Dublin, and we do want to track for 16 minutes on a heading of 311. 333. Yeah, we're about right. Cool. I'm just going to come a little bit further east for a little while so we can see the road out the pilot window. Because as cute as it is to go shooting along on a magnetic heading, actually the physically seeing the road is very comforting for me. So I'm going to keep that going. Wakefield Road. That's it up there as well. That's the top of climb. Right, that's Port Arthur right up the top, and Port Wakefield just before it. Bald Hill Beach is that bit that's jutting out into the Gulf. That's the St. Vincent Gulf down there. So the St. Vincent Gulf peaks at Port Arthur, not the one in Tasmania. Port Wakefield just after the Bald Hill Beach. There's Bald Hill there, and you can see that all of this is a restricted area. That's associated with the RAAF base Edinburgh. I do military training up there. Wakefield Road is the limit, so as long as I can see Wakefield Road off to my left, we're fine. Lots to know what the wind is doing right now, because it doesn't seem to be doing what it should be doing, according to the forecast anyway. Three, 2 11, 8, 12, 320 almost. Forecast wind was 280 at 15. That was perfect on the way in. Also 280 at 15. It's changed quite a bit now. See what Sigwex is doing. Alright, 4,000. That could be it. Instead of 2,000. So, 4,000 is third one up. We're here. 290 at 17. Let's see how that goes. 311. Nope, not even close. Not too bad right now, actually. Yeah, 311. It's about where we are. Yeah, I'll take it. That's cool. Time 17, obviously, and then after that should be 27. $49. We'll be on the ground at 50. Or we'll be able to approach at 50 anyway. Yeah, be okay. Come back up to the proper altitude we're meant to be at. Which currently 4,500, but after that, once we're past Port Wakefield, we're going to be at 8,000. So we're going to sit at 4,500 past Port Wakefield. Happy days. There's Bald Hill Beach. There's a little locality, well there's Port Wakefield there. Just north of that is a place called Clinton, and then Federation Corner. Basically the corner of the Wakefield Road and the York Highway. It becomes the Copper Coast Highway at that point. Taking my glove off, don't need it. Heading's right where we want it. $150 is slow. Slowly making its way past Port Wakefield here. Is that a golf course? I think it's an attempt at a golf course. Yeah, no more restricted area on that side. There is still a restricted area on this side, but only above 8,500. So we're all good. As long as you don't climb too high, and we won't be, we'll be sitting at 4,500. We can operate as we need to the north. Yeah, I've definitely left civilization behind. We're out on the farms. We have 1 minute till we hit the intersection. Federation Point. That's Federation Point there. Right there. Spotted, seen. Just roll us in. Yep, we're directly overhead it now. Nice. So let's pick up that new heading. And that new heading is 349. There we go, that's our lake. It's heading on 349 till time, was that 37, currently 17, 10 minutes. $150 always feels rather small. That's because it is rather small. 2 seats. Maybe some space to put some bags in the back there, but yeah. The aircraft's not winning any awards for fast or large. Come back to about 2400 RPM. We'll slot into the 4,500 feet. Keep that heading happy. Yeah, this is what we call flying over Australia. This is the stuff. Thinking that's our lake that I'm looking for. It's hard to spot that lake. There it is there. I think it is. Bumbunga Lake. Looks like it's going to be a dry lake with a random field in the middle of it. And funnily enough, that's what it looks like in the Google Earth as well, Google Maps. Dry lake with some fields in the middle. Bumbunga Lake. So the waypoint that I chose was the northern end of the lake, and from there we'll take up our new heading and head out to Clare Valley. Yeah, that's a salt lake. That's a good salt lake. That's great. I like that. That's fun. Here's what we're looking at in the real world from the ground. That's Bumbunga Lake. And that down there is also Bumbunga Lake. Right there. That thing. So yeah, we'll take our fix from the northern kind of point there. And we should be arriving there at time, I think it's 27, isn't it? 17, and yeah, it is 27. Dang, I can't read. So that means we're arriving at 39, time 40. Happy with that. Bumbunga 27. New heading should be 040. So we're 4 minutes away from our change of heading. I've dropped 300 feet. Let's get that back. Showing 5 degrees left. It's close. It's not quite where I expected it to be. Has drifted a little, maybe a degree or 3. Yeah, it's about 3. Oh, that's 10. Happy with that. There's Bumbunga Lake. I'd imagine that that little square is salt mining again. Time to head out. 040. That's the heading. That's the heading, confirmed on the compass. Estimated time of arrival, 39. Let's prepare that arrival. Clare Valley. CTAF 126.7. 35. Additional information, kangaroo and deer hazard may exist. Have a sealed runway 1735, which will be taken on at runway 35. We're coming in from 040, so kind of obliquely across the runway. That will turn into yeah, we're entering from the live side of the field, so I'll cross overhead the field and then drop into the dead side, then join a full circuit. Elevation is 1,100, so circle height's going to be 2,100. Which puts 2,600 for the dead side flyover. Very flat out here. Ah, I think that's the other Gulf. One near Port Augusta. Spencer Gulf, that's the one. Spencer Gulf way in the distance there. Time is 30, 9 minutes out. So at 33 will be 10 miles. I'll make our broadcast then. Time 31, 2 minutes. Never been to this airfield before, not even in the sim, not even as a test. Hopefully it's there. If not, it's going to be a bit of an issue. If not, we'll go to Port Pirie. But I'm pretty sure it's there. Clare Valley traffic, Echo Alpha Victor is a Cessna 150. We are at 4,500, 11 miles to the south west of Clare Valley. We'll be joining circuit. Runway is 0, that's again, runway 35. Estimate circuit time is 40. Clare Valley traffic. Starts thinking about it coming down a bit. Starting descent, need to be on the heading again. Mixture coming up a little. Is that us there? Could be. That easy? Surely not. Time 5 minutes out. For a little town called Bungaree. I'm not even sure it's a town, it's just like a locality, a road. This is going to be tough. There's 3,000, we are going eastbound now, so we'll stay here. Nah, I'm not really interested in those World War II things. Sorry. Time 37. 8-9 should be 2 minutes out. This one's going to be a challenge to find. We're in the vicinity of it. Need to find the R.M. Williams Way, north of Stanley Flat, north of the township of Clare. Township should be just to our south. Direction is directly south. That way. Don't know this place at all. I'm in the vicinity, but I don't know where it is exactly. I don't know the road. Time. Space. Should be over it now. What's this? Would that be our airfield? I'm not entirely sure. We'll fly over it and have a look. Clear traffic. Aircraft Victor is 3,000 feet overhead. We'll be joining from the dead side and then joining a left downwind runway 35. Traffic clear. I broadcast it. I'm not entirely certain as if that's us, but could be. Could that be R.M. Williams Way? Don't know. Have to fly over it and have a look. That's us. That's us there. We're a little bit too far to the north, but we got there. So I'm going to descend in the dead side and then join the left-hand circuit. And descending down to 2,600. Nothing but dead reckoning on us here. Clear Valley traffic. Echo Alpha Victor is joining the downwind runway 35 at 2,600. Okay, brakes are released, starter carriage is fixed, mixture is down. Pump set, and seats and harnesses are secure. Lights are all in. I was getting a little bit worried that I wouldn't find the airfield for a little while there. I was like, yep, I'm not entirely sure where I am, but I'll make the broadcast as if we're there. And there it was. All dead reckoning. Not a single GPS on the aircraft. No VOR at the airfield, no NDB, nothing. Just a bit of concrete. Concrete, map, stopwatch and a compass. Clare Valley traffic, aircraft from Victor turning base runway 35. Get some flapping. Clare Valley traffic, aircraft for Victor turning final runway 35. Clare Valley traffic, aircraft for Victor and vacated runways. That looks like a place where some toilets are. There we go. Brakes are set, 1000 RPM, and we'll chop the bow. One hour and 2 minutes. And there we are, Clare Valley. Never been here before, didn't even test to see if the airfield was here before I came here. This is all default apart from the aircraft's remake. And yeah, not bad. Bad little spot. I like it. What did they do here in Clare Valley? No idea. Didn't even look. I'm sure it's farming of some sort. Clare Valley. In Australia, Clare Valley. What are you guys known for? South Australia, 100 k's. North of Adelaide. Wine growing. Alright, that makes sense. It's not Barossa Valley, it's Clare Valley. Wine tourism. Alright, cool. So we're here in Clare Valley. We have nothing but CTAS between here and Alice Springs. So we can fly whenever we want to. We might find something a bit faster to fly than the 152, but I think the 152 can get us down into our next couple of destinations. Maybe all the way as far as Cessna. After that we'll probably need something a bit quicker. It's yeah, it's kind of those complete dead reckoning flights today. Had nothing but compass bearings and time. When we got over our time, it was like, I have 1 minute before the runway and I saw nothing except flat land and, you know, wineries as far as I could see. Couldn't even see a road. It's like, are we in the right place? But we were there. We're here. little bit to the north, but we got there. Anyhow, that's dead reckoning time. I've been Mr. Labular. That's been a Cessna 152. Hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, next flight will probably be the Canadian return, Moncton Mondays. We'll do the flight to St. John's this time. And then the week after that, we'll probably check out the new Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 offering that they have in Halifax. Till then, though, I have been Ms. Labia. Bye for now.